Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic informations related to meditation practice. So as you know, nowadays, when it comes to meditation, you can find that words everywhere and many kind of techniques. But sometimes when we talk with people, they say they practice meditation. So if I ask what kind of meditation, how you practice meditation, and most of time they say, oh, I just become silent and I think something. Or maybe I visualize something. So when it comes to meditation, the very purpose of practice this kind of meditation is cultivating our mind. So when it comes to mind, the very essence of the power of the highest of this mind is not thoughts. Thoughts, it's just a result of mind. The highest result of mind is awareness. So the cultivating awareness is the highest result that you can gain. So when it comes to awareness, that awareness is not just you think about thoughts, not about just visualizing something, not about dreaming something. Or even awareness is not about just you go to the blank state, kind of like a no thought zone. Some people come to that kind of experience. So the awareness is when the perception happens, when the feelings arise, when the thought arises, recognizing it as it is. So that is one thing. Once you have the ability to recognize it as it is, your feelings, not anything, your experience. You have to be very careful within yourself. It can be different person to person because the experience different to person to person. So when yourself, when you experience something, right away, when the contact happen, in that very moment, another way you call the direct perception, and recognize it as it is. Not later, not before. And once you recognize it as it is, it will bring another wisdom to yourself. That recognition will bring another wisdom. So like the entering the key and turning and opening the lock is like the getting to the direct perception. And when you open the door, it gives ability to get in. So like that, when you are capable to get into the direct perception, it will give the wisdom to recognize how things come to be as they are. So without direct perception, without recognizing things as it is, if you come to understand how things come to be as they are, it can misunderstand. Why? Because maybe you then analyze just the thoughts. So the analyzing thoughts and whatever in mind and whatever the ideas, and it is very simple for us, in any person sometimes can understand the very mechanism of these material things, how it come to be as it is. So as example, pen, this cell phone, sometimes you go to, when it break down, broken, you take to the the person to repair it, and they know, they open it, they know how to fix it. But that is not the wisdom you get. This here, that your own inner experience, you have to have the understanding how it come to be as it is. Your feelings, your moment of experience. So that is the wisdom that you need. Because most of times regarding the outside world, we have that wisdom. But we don't have the wisdom regarding our inside. So here the Dharma means, here the practicing meditation means that you go deeper into your inner experience and recognizing, understanding how it come to be as it is in that very moment. Not using thoughts, not using ideas, not using concept. Just by yourself, within the moment of experience, you recognize it. That recognition, if you have that, what will happen in that very moment? You experience it, you understand it. And according to the conventional level, you may go with it and you maintain it, but inside you, you have no any personal relationship, or you are not any, you don't have any deeper attachment, or you don't have any kind of self-centered idea regarding that your own inner experience, because you know what it is and you know how it happens. When it comes to self-centered mind, and it can lead us to many different difficulties. So if you don't have the the clarity regarding what you experience or what you go through, what will happen, it build up the idea of self. This is me. I experience this. So then you have to remember there is a simile that we can bring to make it more easy for you with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind experience. Your deeper inner consciousness is kind of like a guest house. So you are itself like a guest house. Guest house. Whoever come to that house, you have to treat that person as a guest. So then even somebody, you know, when it comes to guest house, you can't categorize people. It's welcome anyone. Just imagine by the evening, you have no idea who's going to come. But still you are available to give the service. And then when the person comes, they have different behavior. But you give the best service to them, but you have no deeper attachment with them. You don't have any personal relationship to them. And after the necessary time over, they will go away, and then you have to clean everything and get ready for the next customer. So therefore, when the next customer comes, you can't tell, oh, the previous customer used to be like this and used to do things like this way. So now you have to use it like that. You can't do that. You have to provide everything all fresh, new, clean. So just when it comes to your own mind, we kind of like experience like that something. But what happened with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, or when the perception arises, we can't take it as a new experience. And also we can't give the service in a very brand new way. We always mix with the past experience. Yesterday I went through this kind of situation, or now today we mix it. And because of that, what happened? It get tangled. So then always remember yourself that whatever we go through, there are cause and conditions according to in that environment, in that time. That doesn't mean tomorrow going to be the same like that. No, it's going to be totally different. Maybe today that everything become good and nice and everything work the way you want. But that doesn't mean tomorrow also going to be like that. So when you understand this nature, when you go with the according to the environment, according to the situation, you build up more flexibility and adaptivity inside you. That is a skill that you gain. So that is the power of mindfulness. When you become mindful, when you become aware, that awareness build up this flexibility, adaptivity inside you, rather than becoming so hard or having kind of like a very concrete, permanent, self-centered idea. So according to the environment, according to the situation, You are capable to bring the best out of you. And when you are capable to build up it moment by moment, moment by moment, and that continuation build up itself a deeper satisfaction in you. Not later, not before. You no need to think something to be happy. That is what we do now. You no need to visualize or dream regarding something to be happy. That is what we do. Even sometimes we can't do it ourselves. We need the help out of things. So we always keep things around us. We get the help. We depending from the outside things to make us always happy, comfortable, nice. But deeper now, you build up a method in you by moment by moment experience. Yourself, you are capable to have the contentment within the moment of experience, and it develop the deeper satisfaction. That satisfaction bring the balance, that balance bring the flexibility and adaptivity. And the next thing is, even bring this all the joy to deeper in you. You are not bound to that pattern also. You recognize this is the Dharma, and you use it to go through this, not to hold it to that. And sometimes we practice something little bit, and then what happens? We forget the practice and we hold it to the technique. We so attached to the technique. Here in meditation, especially in Vipassana, that's why there are some teachers, it says there is no technique for meditation. So you have to detach itself from your own practice. So that is where the growth happens. So the growth means the development, getting more and more and more branches. So when you put a seed, it becomes a plant. It's not going to be very limited to the seed. And it become a plant, and it's not going to become very limited to the plant. So when you grow day by day, you change your own structure. So then at least when it comes to meditation, remember that. Don't maintain the deeper mental structure regarding yourself. Get out of it. So that's why we have a primary mental object. We're anchoring our mind to primary mental object. So it will help you to release and have the growth in you. So don't try to maintain, don't try to have a deeper attachment to the technique. So that flexibility, moment by moment within your own practice or the technique, you develop, and you have to have a very clear understanding about it. So in primary level, we practice with the technique to develop the tranquility state or the undisturbed mind, because our mind in multi-dimensional, we have multi-thoughts and many ideas. So now we have to come to the very single point. And we have to have one pointness. in the beginning. So that to develop that tranquility state, we get the help with the primary mental object. But deeper, when you go deeper, to understand how it come to be as it is, we have to get out of it, because if we hold it to that, we can't understand it. So then whatever you experience moment by moment, have the clarity, have the wisdom yourself to detach from it, void from it, from your own inner experience, rather than holding. So in day-to-day life, in the very conventional life, the way the behavior is, we always hold it to our experience. So that is human nature. That's our immunity, this physical body. The human life itself means it survives out of the attachment. It's always clinging to something, clinging to something. That's why eating is one of the major role in our part. Sensation, gathering, holding, hugging is one of the major part in our life. Why? Because that is our inner nature. That's how the human life survives. So that is good for the existence. That is good for to become. That all the qualities to become. But ourselves, now we look another method. Rather than go with that and maintaining and make it allowing to become again and again and again, we look deeper into the system, how it come to be as it is. So we have to detach, we have to void from the idea of becoming. So that's why the awareness is the key to get into that state. Awareness is the power. Bring the light to yourself to see how things come to be as it is. Awareness is the key to show when things going to hold it to something, when, in what situation, in what condition, things detach. So this attachment and detachment is the nature. And when you recognize it, and you're not going to maintain, otherwise unconsciously, we always maintain that both nature in us. Look at our human life. It's always hold it to something unconsciously. This entire body, each and every atom, each and every cell break into another and creates another thing. And at the same time, so when you attach to something, another thing, what happened? It releases something from other side. So this process itself we call the life. So it's happening deeply within our physical body. And not only that, in the mental, the same. That's why this newness is the very comfortable thing for us. We addicted to go for new things. And we have nature to throw the old things, reject the old things. So if we go with that, there's no end and no need the end. It's a process. But now we slow down that, rather than go with that and rather than feeding to that system, we void from it and we just observe and recognize our deeper inner experience and see this attachment and detachment without any judgment. So within your inhalation, exhalations, it's the inhalation is kind of like a attachment, exhalation is kind of like a detachment, holding and releasing. It's everywhere. It's in every cell in our body. So now, rather than go with that, we simply observe it and recognize it's moment by moment process. So then you will see behind this all deeper intention, desire, push this everything to attach and push this everything to throw. Without desire, it not happens. So one should recognize that you get the ability to change that desire. So that is where this system neutralizes. So it's kind of like a, uncontrolled machine, keep running, and you become very good mechanic and you recognize and you go deeper into that and you know how to shut down it. So that one should see that the deeper desire, there's no reason for that. Why the desire comes? There's no reason for that. It's in a kind of like a auto survival mood. That's it. So we bring, the many ideas to protect that. And we try to bring many kind of, shield, good shield, to keep it protect. And we bring many concepts. Oh, the desire should be this, that, without that, it is not good. So desire come to us because that's how this attachment and detachment work. So empower, give the ability, give the strength to it. And now what happened, we are so addicted to these feelings of the attachment and detachment. When you bring something, you feel so happy. And once a while, when you clean your house and throw that old, all the old things, used things, and that way also you feel happy. See that, that how that we into that system. So how far you have to keep doing things? There's no end. So then don't look for the attachment or the detachment. It is not a new thing. No. And don't struggle with it. You can't fight with it because you are itself, that system. Simply observe, recognize, and go, rather than struggle with the attachment and detachment, look behind it. There is something which you can't see. As a desire is it hide. So once you see that, it's a thought. The power of the awareness is, that is the only thing has the ability to access to your thoughts and change it. That's why we need the very clear awareness, because that is where you have ability to see the thought. When you see the thought itself, it's going to disappear. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body, please, and observe head to toes yourself and say Sopatveva. or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. So observe and recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalations. Do nothing extra. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate this knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. And just settle down with the sensation. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. Into all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Sri sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya Buddhang pujemi dhammang pujemi sanghang pujemi attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami idam me punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.